Good morning, my dear students. Have you had your breakfast? I think yes. All are ready with maths notebook and textbook and all your equipments. Is it? Yes. So, how is the exam? Is it okay? Did you write it well? Yes, I know you are good students. Is it? You all are preparing well for the exam. So you have to do your level best in your examinations. Maths exam also, is it? Yes. If anyone have doubt, please ask. Okay, there's no objection in that. If anyone have any doubt in any portions, please ask. Okay. And one more thing, one remember for you, that is the successive magnification, that portions is deleted. So you don't go through that portion. Only little bit is there. So please delete that portions. Clear? Yes. So can we start? Are you all safe? I think yes. So stay home, stay safe. Okay? Yes. So where we reached, did anyone remember? Yes, we are covered what? Which theorem? Reminder theorem, is it? Yes. So, what is a reminder theorem states? Yes. If p of x is a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to n and a be any real number, then which will be the remainder? The p of x is divided by x minus a. The remainder is p of a. That thing we discussed. Is it? And also the problems based on a remainder theorem. That also we discussed. Is it? Yes. Simple problems we done. So just finding the whether it is a zero of the whether it is a what is a remainder when it is divided by x minus a. That thing we discussed. And the division of the polynomial also we discussed. Is it? And I gave you some homeworks. Hope all are done the homework. Some are sending the homework question, homework answers. Then if anyone interested, you can say no problem, I will check and give you back. Okay. And then one more thing. I am so happy that all are completed maths notebook. I didn't get any messages from you. So I hope you all are completed maths notebook with homework. If anyone is don't completed, please inform me because I want to know. Clear? Yes. So if you are cheating me, then God will see. That's every time I will say. Okay. So I hope you all are completed your maths notebook. Okay. Yes. Then today we are discussing about factor theorem. Okay. Factor theorem. That is a continuation of the remainder theorem itself. Okay. And before that, we will go to the some 2 or 3 questions. That is additional questions based on the remainder theorem, because that is the examination point of view. 3 or 4 questions. I think that will be okay for you. 3 or 4 questions we want to discuss. After that, we will move to the factorization. Okay, and one more thing, the additional questions based on the first chapter. I already said to you that I will put in the WhatsApp group coming days. Okay, before the exam, if you completed the textbooks and all the workouts, please go through that. If anyone have doubt, you can ask. Okay, and I will give you so many questions. That means almost 20 or 30 questions I will give. So please go through that. If you have time or if you are interested, you can do it. And if anyone have any clarification in any question, you can ask. Okay. So that coming days, that is Saturday, Sunday, I will put in the WhatsApp group. Clear? Yes. That is based on the first chapter only, not the second chapter coming this chapter. Previous chapter, that is number system, based on number system. Then we will come to the our portion, that is remainder theorem. Is it? Yes, the additional problems based on remainder theorem. Okay. So please write down the first question. This is the first question, that is when 6x square plus ax plus 7 is divided by x minus 2, the remainder is 13. What is the value of a? Already we given the polynomial that as 6x square plus ax plus 7, is it? So you can write it as p of x, is it? So p of x is equal to 6x square plus ax plus 7, that is given in the question. Okay, then what is given is divided by x minus 2. If a polynomial is divided by x minus 2, what will be the remainder? Yes, that is, you already right. Is it x minus 2 will be equal to 0? So x is equal to what? 2. If p of x is divided by x minus 2, what will be the remainder? Instead of x, what we have to write? 2. That is, p of 2 will be the remainder. Is it clear? That is, a polynomial is divided by x minus 2. What will be the remainder? If it is divided by x minus a, what is the remainder? P of a. If it is divided by x minus 2, what will be the remainder? P of 2. Okay, that remainder is given in the question as what? 13. So that we can equate as 13. Hope you clear? Yes. That is x minus 2. The polynomial is divided by x minus 2. The remainder is 13. The remainder is 30 means P of 2 will be equal to 13. Likewise, you have to do. Okay. So what is the value of a? You have to find. So what will be P of 2? Instead of P of x, the question is this. So how can we write P of 2? P of 2 will be equal to what? 6 into 2 square plus a into 2 plus 7. Okay, what is 6 into 2 square? 6 into 4, that is 24. 24 plus 2 into a is 2a plus 7. Okay, 24 plus 7, what is 24 plus 7? That is 31 plus 2a. Okay, according to our question, what is P of 2? That is equal to 13. So you can equate this to 13. Okay, so how can we write that? 31 plus 2a will be equal to what? 13 implies 2a will be equal to what? 13 minus 31. Okay, 2a will be equal to 13 minus 31. Hope you clear up to this. That is, 2a will be equal to what? I'll rub the question, okay, otherwise you didn't see it. That means 2a will be equal to minus 18. So a will be equal to what? Minus 18 by 2. That will be equal to minus 9. So the answer is the value for a is minus 9. So what thing you have to remember is, when a polynomial is divided by x minus 2 or x minus any number, the remainder will be is equal to p of that number. If it is divided by x minus 2, what is the remainder? P of a. If it is divided by x minus 3, what is the remainder? P of 3. If it is divided by x minus 1000, what is the remainder? P of 1000. If it is divided by x plus 1, what is the remainder? Yes, P of minus 1 plus 1. X plus 1 represents P of minus 1. Likewise, you have to do. Okay, so we are got the answer as a will be equal to minus 9. Hope you clear this question. After, go through the question and answer first, then pause the video, write down the question and answer you have to do by yourself. Okay, then after that you have to verify whether you got the right answer or not. Likewise, you have to go through. Okay, so hope you clear this question. We'll move to the next question. Second question. Please write. Second question is, if the polynomial 2x cube plus ax square plus 3x minus 5 and x cube plus x square minus 4x plus a leaves the same remainder when divided by x minus 2. That is, given two polynomials, and if we divide these two polynomials by x minus 2, we get the same remainder. That is our question. Okay, so what you have to do is, you have to take the first polynomial as p of x. That is, p of x is equal to 2x cube plus ax square plus 3x minus 5. Okay, and this polynomial is divided by x minus 2. What will be the remainder? Please say, what will be the remainder? Yes, p of 2. That is, you have to find p of 2 first. Okay, so p of 2 is equal to 2 into 2 cube plus a into 2 square plus 3 into 2 minus 5. Okay, so that is equal to what? 2 cube is what? 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8. 8 into 2 is 16. Okay, 16 plus 2 square is what? 4. 4 into a is 4a. Then plus 3 into 2 is 6 minus 5. Okay, so 16 plus 6, that is 22. 22 minus 5. What is the answer? 22 minus 5, that is 17. 17 plus 4a. Okay, mark this as equation number 1. Hope you clear up to this. What you have to do first is, we have to first polynomial as p of x. Then that polynomial is divided by x minus 2. That is p of 2 you have to calculate and mark that as equation number 1. Okay, then we will take the similarly, we will take the second equation as q of x. Then you have to find q of 2. Clear? Okay, so please write down up to the equation number 1. So we write the second equation as q of x is equal to x cube plus x square minus 4x plus a. Okay, and this polynomial also divided by which polynomial? X minus 2. So what we can write, q of 2 will be the remainder, is it? So q of 2 is equal to what? 2 cube plus 2 square minus 4 into 2 plus a. Okay, so that is equal to what? 2 square is what? 8. So 8 plus 4, sorry, 2 cube is 8, 2 square is 4 minus 8 plus a. 8 minus 8 was 0. Then 4 plus a will remaining. So that as these two. That is already given in the equation 1 as p of 2. You got the answer as what? P of 2 is equal to 17 plus 4a. That you got as equation number 1, is it? Now you got as q of 2 is equal to 4 plus a. Two equations you got, is it? So what you have to do is, you have to equate these two. Why we have to equate this equation 1 and equation 2? Because in the question given that when divide these two polynomials, you got the same remainder. Same remainder means what? P of 2 will be equal to what? Q of 2. P of 2 will be equal to Q of 2. And what is P of 2? P of 2 you got answer as 17 plus 4a will be equal to what? 4 plus a. So 17 minus 4 is equal to a minus 4a. Okay, so 17 minus 4 is what? 13. 13 is equal to minus 3a. Implies the value for a is equal to what? Minus 13 by 3. This is the answer. That is value for a is equal to minus 13 by 3. Okay, so this is a very important step. When it is divided by the same, when the polynomials are divided by a factor, it leaves the same remainder means what? P of that factor or P of a will be equal to what? Q of a. This you have to be kept. This is a very important step in this problem. So please go through this carefully. Okay, hope you understood this. How to frame the equation 1. Equation 1 is what? P of x is divided by x minus 2. That is P of 2. Find the P of 2 is the first step. Okay, second step is what? Q of x already given. Q of 2 you have to find. That is the second equation. And the third step is what? Equating both. That is P of 2 is equal to Q of 2. Then you have to find the value for a. Okay, hope you clear this question. Then we will move to the next question. So please write down. Okay, next question. So please don't be hesitant with this much lengthy question. That is only simple question. Because if the question is, I already informed you, if the question is bigger, the answer will be less and easy to understand. Okay, so listen here. That P of x is equal to x raised to 4 minus 2x cube plus 3x square minus ax plus b be a polynomial such that when it is divided by x plus 1 and x minus 1, the remainders are 19 and 5 respectively. That means if the given polynomial is P of x, that is divided by x plus 1, you got the remainder as 19. Likewise, you have to go. That is P of x is divided by x plus 1, you got the remainder as 19. Okay, again the same polynomial P of x is divided by x minus 1, the remainder is 5. Okay, then what we have to find? Find the remainder when this polynomial is divided by x minus 3. So, when this means what? You have to find a first, is it? If you don't know a, then another equation, that is one P of x containing that a itself, is it? That it is containing the variable a. So, what we have to do first is, you have to find the a first, the value of a, that is hidden here, that is not asked in the question, but we have to understand in the question itself. First you have to find a and b. First you have to find a and b using these two quantities or these two expressions. Okay, after that what you have to do, you have to substitute here the value for a and b, and then you have to find the remainder. That is already already explained in the first section. That is, when the divide by x minus 3, p of x is divided by x minus 3, the remainder will be equal to p of x. That wise you have to do. Okay, so shall we move? Yes, first you have to p of x, then divide by x plus 1. What will be the remainder? When a polynomial p of x is divided by x plus 1, what will be the remainder? P of minus 1. So first equation is what? P of x is equal to this, and p of minus 1 is equal to 90. That is our first equation. What is the second equation? P of x is given and x minus a is divided by x minus a. So the remainder will be equal to p of 1. So p of 1 is equal to 5. That is the second equation. Okay, equating these two equations, we got the value for a and b. After that we have to substitute here itself. Then we have to find p of 3. That is our question. Shall we start? Yes. So please write out the question first. According to our question, this p of x is divided by which number first? X plus 1. Okay, when it is divided by x plus 1, what is the remainder? P of minus 1. P of minus 1 is a remainder. What is the remainder given in the question? When it is divided by x plus 1, the remainder is what? Remainder is 19. That is, p of minus 1 is equal to 19. Okay, then you have to find p of minus 1. Substitute here. P of minus 1 is equal to, substitute, instead of x you put minus 1. So minus 1 the whole raised to 4 minus 2 into minus 1 the whole cube plus 3 into minus 1 the whole square minus a into minus 1 plus b. Okay, so that is equal to minus 1 the whole raised to 4 is 1 itself. That is, minus 1 the whole raised to an even number is always positive number, that is 1. Then minus 1 the whole cube be odd number. So the answer will be minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 2. What is minus 1 into minus 2? That becomes positive 2. Okay, then minus 1 square is even number. So the answer will be positive. So plus 3 into 1, that is 3 itself. Then minus into minus becomes positive a plus b. That is equal to 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. So 6 plus a plus b. Okay, this is p of minus 1. According to our question, what is p of minus 1 is what? 19. That is 6 plus a plus b is equal to 19. So what will be a plus b? A plus b is equal to 19 minus 6. What is 19 minus 6? That is 13. A plus b is equal to 13. This is our equation number 1. Hope you clear up to this. Yes. Then what is the next step? Can you say? Yes, we have to find p of 1. P of 1 is equal to, according to our question, what is p of 1? P of 1 is equal to 5. Similar way you have to equate. Is it? So please write down this much. Then you have to find p of 1. Is it? P of 1 will be equal to what? 5. So p of 1 is equal to, what is p of 1? 1 raised to 4 minus 2 into 1 cube plus 3 into 1 square minus a into 1 plus b. So that is equal to 1 minus 2 plus 3 minus a plus b. That is equal to 1 minus 2 is what? Minus 1. So minus 1 plus 3, that is 2. 2 minus a plus b. Okay, according to what is p of 1? That is equal to 5. So this will be equal to 5. That is 2 minus a plus b will be equal to 5. So what we can write here? Minus a. Here negative sign you have to put. Okay. So minus a plus b is equal to 5. Here plus 2. When moves to this side becomes minus 2. That is will be equal to 3. That is minus a plus b is equal to 3. That is equation number 2. Okay. So please go through each and every step and please write down up to this. Now we got two equations, that is a plus b is equal to 13, that is equation number 1, and minus a plus b is equal to 3, that is equation number 2. Easy. Now from the equation 1, how can we write b? B is equal to what? B is equal to 13, here plus a, when it moves to this side becomes minus a. Easy. So equation number 1, b will be equal to 13 minus a, and this one you have to substitute here. Okay, that is what we can write from equation 2 implies what we can write? Minus a, then plus Instead of b, what we can write? This. That is 13 minus a is equal to what? 3. Hope you clear this. What you have to do is, from the first equation you have to find b. b is equal to 13 minus plus a, when moved to this side becomes minus a. Okay. Then you have to substitute this value here. Why we are substituting like that? Because here two variables are there, a and b. Is it? Here also two variables are there. If two variables are there, you have to find the value for that. You have to solve these two equations. The solving will be studied in your 10th standard only. That's why I am saying like this. What you have to do is, you have to change to the two equations in one variable. Here two variable that you have to convert in one variable. Okay. So for that purpose, what you have to choose is b. b is equal to what's 13 plus a, when moves to this side becomes minus a. Okay. Then what you have to do is, if you are choosing this one as equation 1, that is b is equal to this, you have to substitute this value in the second equation. Okay. So while putting this in second equation, what you got? Minus a, likewise same you have, right? Instead of b, what you have to write? 13 minus a. That will be equal to 3. Okay. So minus a, what is that? Minus 2a plus 13 is equal to 3. So minus 2a will be equal to 3 plus 13, when it moves to this side becomes minus 13. That is minus 2a will be equal to what? Minus 10. So a will be equal to what? Minus 10 by minus 2. That is equal to 5. So you got the value for a as 5. But we want to find both a and b, is it? So for that purpose, what you have to substitute here? So b will be equal to what? So mark it as equation number a or a, anywhere. Okay. So from b, from a, what we can write? B is equal to 13 minus a. That is 13 minus a is what? 5. That is equal to 8. So you got the answer as, the value for a is equal to 5 and the value for b is equal to 8. Okay. So value for a and b you got. Now one more thing you have to find. What is that? Find the remainder when it is divided by x minus 3, that you have to find. Okay. So please write down up to this. So this is our p of x. P of x is equal to x raised to 4 minus 2x cube plus 3x square minus ax plus b. So here you want to substitute the values for a and b. That is p of x will be equal to what you got as x raised to 4 minus 2x cube plus 3x square minus, what is the value for a you got? The value for a is, what is the value for a? Value for a is 5. So 5x plus, what is the value for b is 8. This is our polynomial. Then you want to find this polynomial. Find the remainder when p of x is divided by x minus 3. If it is divided by x minus 3, what will be the remainder? P of 3. We have to find p of 3. That will be equal to 3 raised to 4 minus 2 into 3 cube plus 3 into 3 square minus 5 into 3 plus 8. So that is equal. What is 3 raised to 4? That is 27 minus, 27 not 81. Is it? 3 into 3, 9, 9 into 9, 81. 81 minus 27 into 2. 27 into 2 is 54. 27 into 2 is 54. Okay. Then minus 54. Then plus 3 square is what? 9. 9 into 3 is 27. Then minus 15 plus 8. Okay. So please find the value. By simplification, you will got the answer as 31. Please find out whether you got the answer as 31. So p of 3 will be equal to 31. So this is a lengthy question but simple one, is it? First what you have to do, you have to give p of x is given. You have to find what first one is what. Please go through your question. Okay. So you want to find what? P of minus 1. According to our question, what is P of 1? P of 1 is equal to 19 given. So you have to frame the equation number 1. Okay. And second step, what is the second step? P of x is given. P of 1 you have to find. So P of 1 is equal to what given in the question as 5. So you got the equation number 2. Then equating equation 1 and equation. What is the difference between the previous question and this question? In the previous question, it leaves the same remainder. That means we can equate the equation 1 and equation 2 directly. Okay, but here we can't equate. Why? Because it does not implies that the reminders are same. Reminders are about 19 and 5. Both are different. So we can't equate. That's why we are framing two equations and then solving each and solving by using that changes to one variable and then solve. Hope you clear this question. Please repeatedly do 2 or 3 times this question. Then only you can do the homework. I will give you homework questions based on these 3 questions because that is very important question. So surely these 3 questions will be asked for 3 mark questions in your examination. That's why I am saying. So please do this. Only one example I will give. Other questions you have to do by yourself. Then only you can understand wherever the mistakes happen, wherever your that is your answers will be have went wrong, and all things you have discussed while you are doing by yourself only. Okay, so I will just guide you how to do each and every question. Okay, so please hope you clear this question. Then we will move to the next one. Okay, don't go through now, just listen here. Factorization of polynomials. Factorization of the algebraic expressions you already studied, is it? Yes. So this is a factorization of polynomials. What you have to do is, you already know, just example, you have to just find 24 a number. Okay, 24. Imagine that number 24. You want to divide that 24 by 3. You want to divide 24 by, listen here please, 24 divided by 3. Okay, so what we got? 8 times 24, the remainder will be equal to 0. Is it? Then what we can say is, this 3 is a factor of 24. Okay, then can you say, how will you identify whether it is a factor of a number? Yes, that is completely divisible. That is, remainder should be equal to 0. This much only, factor theorem. We have substitute this in the case of polynomials only. Once again, listen here. When we divide a number by another number, if we got the answer as or the remainder as 0, we can say that that number is a factor of the original number. Is it? So that is, if we divide 24 by 3, we got the remainder as 0, then we can say that 3 is a factor of 24. Okay, likewise, listen here please. You have the polynomial p of x. Okay, we have to divide this polynomial by x minus a. That is the second condition. Okay, and the polynomial is divided by x minus a. Okay, if it is a factor, then p of a will be equal to 0. Okay, that means the remainder should be p of, if it is, can you say what is, if it is a remainder, what will be the remainder obtained by x? The polynomial is divided by x minus a, remainder will be p of a. Okay, that is, if the polynomial is given as p of x and it is divided by another polynomial x minus a, what will be the remainder? Remainder is always p of a. Is it? So here the first condition is what? If x minus a is a factor, x minus a is a factor, then the remainder is equal to 0. What is the remainder? P of a is equal to 0. Okay, and also one more condition is that if P of a will be 0, the remainder should be equal to 0, then we can say that x minus a is a factor of P of x. Okay, I will just summarize this. What is given, that P of x will be a polynomial. Okay, x minus a is a factor. Clear? And P of a will be the remainder. Hope you clear? P of x is a polynomial and then x minus a is a factor, or x minus a is a polynomial that should be dividing, and then remainder will be equal to what? P of a. Okay, and if the remainder is 0, we can say x minus a is a factor. Or if x minus a is a factor, then what we can say? P of a will be the remainder. P of a will be equal to 0. Remainder, that is equal to 0. Hope you clear this. Don't go through so many steps and not best confused. Okay, while doing the problem, you understood that, oh, teacher, that much silly question is that much simple is the question. Same, the remainder theorem and factor theorem are connected. Only difference is that remainder should be equal to 0. If the remainder is 0, then it is a factor. That is the only concept additional to the factor theorem. Okay, so shall we move the questions? So before that, please write down in your notebook factorization of polynomials. Heading factorization of polynomials and then write factor theorem subheading. And write if p of x is a polynomial of degree n greater than or equal to 1 and a is any real number, then two conditions. First one is x minus a is a factor of p of x if p of a is equal to 0. Then second condition, p of a is equal to 0 if x minus a is a factor of p of x. Okay, so please write down these messages and we'll move to the first question of this section. So please write down the first section. First question. Examine whether x plus 2 is a factor of x cube plus 3x square plus 5x plus 6 and of 2x plus 4. So this is our polynomial, first polynomial. This is our second polynomial. We have to divide this polynomial by this one and this polynomial by this one. Okay, so we'll take the first one as that is p of x will be equal to the first polynomial. X cube plus 3x square plus 5x plus 6. Okay, we want to divide this polynomial by which polynomial? X plus 2. Then can you say what will be the remainder? Yes, p of minus 2. Okay, so you have to find p of minus 2. P of minus 2 is equal to what? Minus 2 the whole cube plus 3 into minus 2 the whole square plus 5 into minus 2 plus 6. Okay, so that is equal to what is minus 2 the whole cube? That is minus 8. Minus 8 plus minus 2 the whole square is what? 4. 4 into 3 is 12. Then plus into minus becomes minus 10 plus 6. That is equal to, what is the answer? You got minus 8 plus 12 minus 10 plus 6. That you got the answer as 0. Okay. So, if you got the remainder as 0, what we can say? That is x, p of minus 2 is equal to 0 means what? X, opposite side, that is x plus 2 is a factor of, x plus 2 is a factor of p of x. Okay, hope you clear the first section. If the remainder is equal to 0, then we can surely say that that is a factor of p of x. If you got this number that is 1, 2 or any number other than 0, we can say that that is not a factor of p of x. Okay, then we will move to the second one, that is x 2x plus 4. So write down q of x, next number, then next variable. So next name you can write, that is q of x is equal to 2x plus 4. So this polynomial is also divided by what? X plus 2, is it? So what we can write? Q of minus 2 will be equal to 2 into minus 2 plus 4. 2 into minus 2 is what? Minus 4, yes. Minus 4 plus 4, that is equal to 0. Here also you got the answer as 0. So what we can write? X plus 2 is a factor of q of x. So you got the answer as both p of x and q of x are the factors of x plus 2 is a factor of both p of x and q of x. X plus 2 is a factor of both p of x and q of x. Hope you clear this. Just want to check the remainder is equal to 0. If remainder is equal to 0, then that is a factor. If remainder is not equal to 0, then that is not the factor. That much only. Okay, hope you clear this question. We'll move to the second question. So please write down the second question. Second question is show that x minus 1 is a factor of x raised to 10 minus 1 and also x raised to 11 minus 1. Okay, so you have to take this one as p of x. P of x is equal to what? X raised to 10 minus 1. Okay, if x minus 1 is a factor, what will be the remainder? Or if x minus 1 is p of x is divided by x minus 1, what will be the remainder? P of 1. So you have to find p of 1. P of 1 is equal to what? Substitute here. 1 raised to 10 minus 1. What is 1 raised to 10? 1 raised to any number is what? 1 itself, is it? So 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0. So what we can say? X minus 1 is a factor of p of x. Okay, then take this as the q of x, is it? So q of x will be equal to what? x raised to 11 minus 1. And this is divided by what? X minus 1. So what will be the remainder? Q of 1. That is equal to 1 raised to 11 minus 1. Same. 1 raised to 11 minus 11 is what? 1 itself. So 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0. So what we can say? X minus 1 is a factor of Q of x. Okay, that means x minus 1 is a factor of both P of x and Q of x. Sure, that means that you will got the answer as 0 itself. That is, we want to prove. Prove that, show that, and all those things will come in the question. You have to show that the remainder should be equal to 0. If you don't get the remainder as 0, then the answer will be wrong. So please check that. Okay, whether the question is show that or prove that. Okay, then the answer will be equal to, or the remainder will be equal to 0 itself. Hope you clear the second question. Then we will move to the next question. Find the value of a if x minus a is a factor of x cube minus a square x plus 2. Okay, plus x plus 2. So we have to find the value for a. Is it? So this is our polynomial. So you can write as p of x is equal to x cube minus a square x plus 2. Okay, you already given as x minus a is a factor. If x minus a is a factor, what we can write? X minus a will be equal to 0. So x will be equal to a. That is p of a. Remainder should be, if it is a factor, the remainder is 0. That is p of a will be equal to 0. So you have to find p of a. That is p of a will be equal to what here? Replacing x by a. That is a cube minus a square into a plus 2. Is it? So that is equal to a cube minus a square into a is what? A cube itself plus a plus 2. This becomes 0. Remainder is a plus 2. Is it? So p of a will be equal to what? 0 according to our question. So p of a is equal to 0 implies what is p of a? A plus 2. So a plus 2 will be equal to 0. That is a will be equal to what? Minus 2. The only concept is that if it is x minus a divided by x minus a is a factor, means p of a will be equal to 0. This is our important step in this question. Okay, then you have to find p of a first, then that is equating to 0, then you got the value for a. Hope you clear this question. Then we will move to the next question. Next question is find the value of k if x plus 3 is a factor of this polynomial. So what we can write? P of x will be equal to our polynomial 3x square plus kx plus 6. Okay, then x plus 3 is a factor. That means what? P of minus 3 will be equal to 0. Then you have to find p of minus 3. That is equal to, substitute here. So 3 into minus 3 the whole square plus k into minus 3 plus 6. So that is equal to, what is minus 3 the whole square? That is positive 9. 9 into 3 is 27 minus 3k plus 6. That is equal to 21 minus 3k. We have to equate this to, 27 plus 6 is what? 27 plus 6, not minus 6, plus 6 is 33. 33 minus 3k. You have to equate this to 0, is it? That is 33 minus 3k will be equal to 0. So 33 is equal to 3k. So k will be equal to 33 by 3. That is equal to 11. So you got the value for k as 11. This much only. Okay. So not much going to the higher level. Just think simply. Okay. Then we will move to the next question. So please write down this question. Here the question is asked in this different way. Okay. So question is same, but it will be asked in a different way. Find the value of a is a polynomial is divisible by 1 minus 2x. Divisible by means what it is? Completely divisible. What do you mean by completely divisible or divisible? Remainder should be equal to 0. Okay. Completely divisible by this number. That is 1 minus 2x will be equal to 0. That is 1 is equal to 2x. So x will be equal to what? 1 by 2. So the value for x is 1 by 2. Okay. So what is meaning of this question? P of x is given. You have to find P of 1 by 2 is equal to 0. From that you have to find a. Okay, so shall we start? Yes, so please write down p of x will be equal to 2x raised to 4 minus ax cube plus 4x square plus 2x plus 1. Okay, so according to our question, p of 1 by 2 will be equal to 0. That is p of 1 by 2 you have to find. That is 2 into 1 by 2 the whole raised to 4 minus a into 1 by 2 the whole cube plus 4 into 1 by 2 the whole square plus 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1. Just substitute. Instead of x, you have to put 1 by 2. That's all. Okay. So that is equal to 2 into, what is 1 by 2 the whole raised to 4? 1 by 16 minus a into 1 by 2 the whole raised to 3, that is 1 by 8. Then plus 4 into 1 by 4 plus 2 and 2 we can cancel. So 1 will be here. 1 plus 4, that is equal to 2. Again 2 and 16 cancel, we got as 8. Then here 4 and 4 got cancelled. So what is left? 1 by 8 minus a by 8. Then plus 1 plus 2, that is 3. Okay. So 3 can be write as 3 by 1. Is it 4? Because this is, both are denominators of a. Sorry, denominator in 8. So we can change this as denominator. Then we can simplify easily. So you can put into 8 into 8. Hope you clear up to this. So please write down up to this. So we can write it as 1 by 8, that is equal to 1 by 8 minus a by 8 plus 24 by 8. Is it? So that is same as 1 minus a plus 24 by 8. Okay. So 1 plus 24 is what? 25 minus a by 8. Okay. According to our question, p of 1 by 2 will be is equal to 0. Is it? P of 1 by 2 is this one. Is it? So 25 minus a by 8 will be equal to 0. 8 moves to this side, that becomes 25 minus a is equal to 0. That is a will be equal to 25. Okay. Hope you clear. How will you find the value for a? Because some students are asking doubt about the calculation while doing p of 1 by 2, that is based on fractions. That's why I am explaining this. So please, one more question I will give you. Okay, of this type. That is by the fractions. That is p of a fraction you have to. Okay. So I will give you one more question. So please write on this one. The last question of today's section. For what values of VA is 2x cube plus ax square plus 11x plus a plus 3 exactly divisible by 2x minus 1. So what we have to write? P of x. P of x is equal to 2x cube plus ax square plus 11x plus a plus 3. Okay. Then it is exactly divisible by 2x minus 1. Exactly divisible means what? The remainder should be equal to 0. That is 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So please find the value for x. X is equal to what? 1 by 2. So you have to find p of 1 by 2 is equal to 0. So p of 1 by 2 you have to calculate. That is 2 into, please say 1 by 2 the whole cube plus a into 1 by 2 the whole square plus 11 into 1 by 2 plus a plus 3. Okay. So that is equal to 2 into 1 by 8 plus a into 1 by 4 plus 11 by 2 plus a plus 3. Okay. So that is equal to, here we can cancel by 4. So 1 by 4 plus a by 4 plus, here it is 2. So how can we make this denominator to 4? Multiply both the numerator and denominator by 2. Is it? So into 2 into 2, that is 22 by 4. Okay. So plus a plus 3. Okay. So please write down up to this. I already said making the denominator same is a easy method. So here you can put by 1. Here also you can put by 1. Is it? So making the denominator to 4, what you have to do is multiply both the numerator and denominator by 4. That is equal to what? 1 by 4 plus a by 4 plus 22 by 4 plus here multiplying by 8. What you got? 8 into a is 4 by 4 itself, is it? So 4a. So 4a by 4 plus here 4. So here also 4. So 3 into 4 is what? 12 by 4. That is equal to denominator say 1 plus a plus 22 plus 4a plus 12. That is equal to 1 plus 22 is 23. 23 plus 12. 23 plus 12. That is, what is that 23 plus 12? 23 plus 12. What is the answer? Please say. Yes, 35. 35 plus a plus 4a. That is 5a divided by 4. Okay. Then, according to our question, P of 1 by 2 is equal to 0. Is it? So, P of 1 by 2 is equal to 0 means what? We already got P of 1 by 2 as what? P of 1 by 2 as 35 plus 5a. That is 35 plus 5a by 4 will be equal to 0. That is 35 plus 5a will be equal to 0. 35 is equal to minus 5a. So, a will be equal to what? 35 by minus 5. That is equal to minus 7. The value for a is equal to minus 7. Okay, so hope you clear these maths things. Today we will already discussed about what all things can you say? First one is the additional questions based on remainder theorem. 3 questions we done. And first one is simple one, that is remainder is already given. So you can equate that remainder to the given number. Second one is the question based on same remainder, that is P of that value will be equal to P of the next remainder that you have to do. Okay, third one, finding the values for A and B. 2 separate reminders are given to you. You have to find the value for A and B. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to frame the equation 1, equation 2, then change into one variable, then solve. That is based on the third question. After that, we will move to the factorization. First one is factor theorem. Okay, factor theorem. If only these much things you have to kept in your mind. That is, if P of x is given, x minus a is a factor, then P of a will be equal to 0. Or if P of a is equal to 0, then x minus a is the factor. Okay, we will already discussed about questions based on this, simple questions only. Next section we will go through the complex questions, that is higher order questions. Here first section is checking or show that whether it is a factor or not. And the second section is find the values of the unknown. These many things we are discussed today. So please do the homework sincerely, prepare well for the exam. And Saturday or Sunday I will put the additional questions based on number system in the WhatsApp group. So please go through that also, and please be fully engaged in your studies only. Okay, so stay safe. Have a nice day. See you in the next class. All the very best for the exam. Okay, so please, thank you.